Hey guys, welcome to my channel Football by Rob. The video is going to be really simple. I'm going to be honest with you. Didier Deschamps needs to leave. He needs to leave the French national team right now, last night if possible. I stayed up and watched the Nations League semi final between France and Spain yesterday. My God. I never thought it would be possible to have such a talented group of players and play so poorly. Infuriating. Now, again, I'm going to start by giving Deschamps all his flowers. The man has delivered a World Cup for France, and he has led us to the latter stages of multiple tournaments. But I feel that France has also been a victim of his obtuse behavior and tactics at times. His feud with certain players that hasn't helped our cause in different situations. And I can't put my faith in him. Having seen the Euros last year and the Nations League this time around, even the Nations League qualifiers, when we were in the league phase, we were not tearing up any trees. The Euros were abysmal, one of the worst European performances by any major team of all time. And I can't even understand because we have such amazing attacking players with flair and everything, but then he would just deploy them in a system that would take away from all their best abilities, and it's infuriating. If he has any love for the French national team, he should leave now as opposed to after the World Cup, because if he doesn't leave, France are not winning the World Cup next year. France will be lucky to even get to the quarterfinals next year, the way things are. I think England have a better squad than France. Spain for sure have a better squad than France. Portugal look like they have a better squad than France. They certainly look like they have a better midfield than France. Argentina are always there in amongst the favorites. I don't know what Brazil are going to be like now that Carlo is there. England, like I mentioned, I know that they have all the talent. They have a new manager. They have Thomas Tuchel. They don't have Southgate anymore. So anybody who is underestimating England or thinking, oh, these guys, they're going to falter like they always do. No, don't. These guys have been in 2 finals and they're close, so they know it. Let's talk about last night's game. I just want to bring the lineup up. So yeah, I agree. We had injuries. Neither Saliba or Upamecano were available, although I don't rate Upamecano that great. In my opinion, Konate and Saliba is France's starting centre-back partnership as things stand right now. This man put Clement Longley in the starting 11. That right there is a sackable offense. Right there. I'm not even going to go to the rest of the game. Pierre Kalulu in right back. This was his debut. Absolutely horrid. Nico Williams took him to the cleaners. Don't even get me started on what Lamine Yamal was doing on the other side. There's a reason why Adrien Rabiot and Theo both have yellow cards. And that's because Yamal was a bloody nightmare on that flank for these two. Serves Rabiot right. He was the one who riled him up before the semi-final in the Euros. Serves him right. The moral of the story here is, don't poke Yamal before any game. I agree that this time around it wasn't any French players who did that. It was the media with the Ballon d'Or talk and everything. Ah man, just it's just so annoying. It's just so annoying to watch these guys. The way they played yesterday. We could have been 2-0 up in the first 10-15 minutes. Wasteful. Dembele, really poor. Mbappe, really poor. Doué, poor. Olise, poor. Nah, nah. And on the other side, we got Spain turning up, and they are so lethal. They are so lethal and efficient. That is what we are lacking. We had better XG than them. France had better XG yesterday. But that was probably down to us just spamming shots in the last 15-20 minutes. They had already gone up 5-1. And then I think they just took their eye off the ball for a bit. And I agree, it could have been a game that, we managed to claw back and take to extra time. But we wouldn't have deserved it. No. In my honest opinion, no, we wouldn't have deserved it. Spain are one of the best teams in the world right now. And there is no denying that. There is no shame in admitting it. There is no shame in losing to a team that is better than you. Always. Because it's a sport. There will be a winner, there will be a loser. It is how it is. But to lose like that, I know it says 5-4 on the scoreline, but don't be deceived by that. That 4 flatters us. 5-1, 5-2 at best. And even then, Mike made a couple of saves. Now again, I agree, Unai Simon made 6 saves. But a lot of them were straight at him. So it's not like we had him, clawing things off the line or, preventing top bins or something like that. More or less rudimentary saves. I just can't understand how we as a team, France as a squad basically, with all the talent at their disposal, can play in such a pedestrian manner. They were just running through us. It wasn't even difficult. And that is what annoys me. I have seen Raymond Domenech's France put up a better fight than these boys today. No. Deschamps needs to do the honorable thing. I don't want any person to lose their job or get sacked like that. But Deschamps has passed his sell-by date. It's not working anymore. It didn't work at the Euros. It's not working now either. And the way things are going, I don't see it working in America either next year. Bring Zizou in. He's been waiting, man. This man has been waiting. He's been on ice for nearly a decade. Come on. Bring him in. He's not waiting for any other job. He just wants this French job. And I think he is one of the best cup managers in the world right now, in the last 10 years at least. We need somebody like Zizou for 2 reasons. One, I think he can actually freshen up the tactics. And secondly, I think he can command more respect over the players. I know Deschamps, absolute legend at the national level, as a coach, as a player, everything, but I think he's lost his grip on these boys. They don't take it as seriously. I'm also annoyed with Mbappe. He needs to get his act together. He needs to start pressing the way Dembele was pressing in the Champions League final against Inter. Otherwise, it won't work. Especially when you're playing up against a team like Spain, who love to play out the back. They have technical players everywhere, from centre back to midfield to forwards. No. We cannot carry a passenger, a pedestrian with us. No. That shouldn't be allowed. And I think if Zidane comes, he can give the kick up Mbappe's backside. Because that is an attitude adjustment that can only be provided by somebody with gravitas. Now, I'm not saying Deschamps doesn't have gravitas or respect. He does. I'm just saying Zidane has more. When Zidane speaks, everybody listens. everybody listens. That man managed to keep all the egos in that massive Real Madrid dressing room in check. That's why I want him. And he'll be one of the best cup managers if we can manage to get him in. But for that, Deschamps will need to leave. Now, I don't know if the FFF are going to do that. In a utopian world, I would want Deschamps to just hang up his coat himself and, just admit it that, I've done what I can with this team. It's time to pass the mantle on to the next person. But I don't see him doing that. And that is the problem. But what are your thoughts, guys? Tell me. Are you guys sad to see France crash out like this? Are you happy to see France in the mud? Yamal has 7 wins over Mbappe now this season. Let me know your thoughts. More updates coming soon. Stick to the channel. Drop a like and subscribe if you think my content is worth a follow. Cheers, guys.